first heard about Basinger Plumbing and Heating, well, actually, their name is well known. Basinger name is well known here in the area. And I had known some family and friends. And my son had used their services, and he was very impressed. She was impressed with the technician and the response times that they had. So that's how I first heard about them. How does anybody come about needing a heating or plumbing services? Why, that's always like in the dead of winter and in the middle of the night, the furnace isn't working. We've had that experience. And Basinger Plumbing and Heating, they are the ones that we called, and they were very prompt. Actually, we had called a couple of just to get someone out here as quick as we could. And the folks who actually answered the phone and had a technician call back, in the middle of the night, the 24-hour service, they were here. They came, they got it done quickly, and we warmed up pretty fast. I mean, you are concerned here in Ohio about pipes freezing, and the damage can be significant. So it is important to have heat during the winter months, and you cannot go out without it very long. So they were fantastic there. We once also had a plumbing issue. And again, since they were so fantastic, on the heating side, you don't want a plumbing issue in your home either. And they, again, were very quick to respond. So I guess I would say that's a couple of the experiences that I had with them that were, fantastic. We recently had one, actually just last week. I had rescued a couple of kittens right before winter, and I had them to the vet, to have them neutered, etc. And through the night, one of the baby kittens, 6-7 months old at that point, somehow lifted up a register and fell into the vent work. I mean, we looked everywhere for that kitten. I called Basinger, and I said, I have a situation here. This kitten has had surgery. I don't know if it's injured or what's going on. We have a 2-story house, over 3,000 square feet. Where is it in that vent system? God love him. He came out. He crawled under the house. He listened. He got one of the cameras and, put it down through. He spent probably about an hour. He located the kitten who was stuck in the vent system and then gave us options of how to get the kitten out. So his name was Brian. Brian was fantastic. He saved the kitty's life. And Basinger, their office staff, when I called, I think Brittany, Mary, Kathy. I mean, you get Brittany, I think, as office manager, but they're just, the whole group is fantastic. And they worked very hard to rearrange some schedules and get someone out here immediately to save that little kitty's life. So, yeah, they're pretty much top notch to me. Service is good. Just, speaking with the folks there at the office is excellent. And I really appreciate them for, helping out with that little kitty. Let's see. I think that we have been working with Basinger Plumbing and Heating probably for 10 to 15 years. I would say at least. We probably a little longer than that. We built a home in this area 20 years ago. And it wasn't long after that, new homes, etc., you run into some issues. And recently, last summer, 20 years, what is that? What air conditioners and appliances last these days? But we were in need of a new air conditioner. And working with the folks at Basinger, they gave us quite a few options. And we eventually ended up replacing the furnace and the air conditioner, both at the same time, aging, 20 years or so. We got more efficiency for the furnace and for the air conditioner. So we were very happy that we made that choice. This past winter, with the new furnace, we've noticed that the dust, and we're in the country, so farmers' fields, the dust had been considerably maintained, not that much compared to what we have had before. And the air conditioner, fantastic. It was nice to have the windows open there for a while last summer, but I tell you, when you get into those humidity days, the 80, 90, it was really nice to have a high efficiency air conditioning unit. And they did give us many options. And, we were able to select what worked for us and for the size of our home. So we appreciate their services. scheduling an appointment with Basinger Plumbing and Heating it's really easy to do. I mean, if you're calling during office hours, you're going to get a really friendly voice. You're not getting an answering service. And if the lines do happen to be tied up and you do get the message, they call you back immediately. If you're calling after hours, you have that option for a technician to call you back if it is an emergency. So very confident there that you talk to someone. They're not in a foreign country. They're speaking the English language. It's fantastic. And someone basically, almost right down the road. They do have techs that are, dispatched throughout this area. So it's very easy to make an appointment. Amazing, the team at Basinger Plumbing and Heating is very knowledgeable. And we're talking from the person who answers the phone to the office manager, to the techs, to the sales folks, which is actually, of course, the folks that are installing. But a lot of times when you're getting any type of work done, I've found, in home repairs, etc., it's actually you have to wait until the person comes to your house before you get their, the true issues of what's going on and what the fix may be. But that isn't the case with Basinger. I mean, just talking to the person on the phone when you're calling to make the appointment has some thoughts, and then we'll, refer you to someone on the phone right there to talk with about the issue. And if it isn't resolved at that point, then they have a tech call you back. So, yeah, that's a bit unusual for the full team to have good knowledge of their own industry. If I were rating Basinger Plumbing and Heating on a scale of, say, 1 to 5, I would rate them on a 5. Service is fantastic. The people are good. The product is excellent. So, and in my world, that's a 5.